Welcome to 843 TV. I'm your host, Lisa Richardson.
And I'm your host, Will Wareham with WHHI-TV. We're coming to you today from LagerHead Tavern, the Oyster Reef Golf Club, and our first guest is Sandy Parietti with the Heritage Golf Group.
And our next guest is Sally Krebs with the town of Hilton Head Island.
And our final guest is Dr. Jean Frew with the Outside Foundation. So stick around for more 843 TV.
Where communities come to speak.
843 TV, where Bluffton comes to speak.
Where Spring Island comes to speak.
Where Hilton Head Island comes to speak.
Where Beaufort comes to speak.
.843 TV,
Where communities come to speak. Welcome to 843 TV. We're now joined by Sandy Parietti with the Heritage Golf Group, and we are here at LagerHead Tavern on the 10th green of the Oyster Reef Golf Club. Thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. So we're here at, like I said, the LagerHead Tavern, and this is a newly renovated facility, correct?
It is newly renovated. Last year they took it from a private club into an open restaurant.
Okay. And the golf course is public too, right?
The golf course is public. The golf course opened in 1982 originally as a full members facility. They had the innovation to get with the times and turn it into, I guess what you would call a pay and play. So we're open to anyone. And the restaurant is now open to anyone. They redid the restaurant in tune with Hilton Head Island, and they adopted the loggerhead turtle. So a lot of the items you see in here, the colors and everything go along with the turtle.
Very cool, and it's a beautiful renovation. It's got a lot of open windows. You can see the golfers teeing off and practicing. So for any of you who may be visiting or felt like you needed to be a member here, you can come out and play now.
Right.
And come out and enjoy the good food.
So, Sandy, tell us about what kind of food there is here.
Well, we like to think we have really great food. Our menu was partially created by Chef Michael Toscano, who had a stint up in New York and now has a restaurant in Charleston. He was a James Beard Rising Star nomination. And he got together with a couple guys here and they laid out the whole thing. They did a low country style menu that was just a little bit different than a lot of the low country food you see. Mm-hmm. But we have your typical collard greens and blackened fish sandwiches. Mm-hmm. And now Chef Eric Siegland is our executive chef and comes in and tweaks that from time to time, and we run nightly specials and do features.
That sounds great.
Tell us a little bit more about maybe what some specials are or programs or events that you all are having.
Well, currently we have a lot going on. I told my boss recently that we're the chameleon of the neighborhood. So on Saturday, kids eat free with their adults. Sunday we have a little menu that's $7 on Sunday, and we offer $7 burgers and $7 salads, and we do that all day. Monday is kind of a little downtime. Tuesday we have DJ trivia, which has just turned into a whole lot of fun in the neighborhood. I mean, we have some real die-hard players that are going at it every Tuesday, and there are prizes. Wednesday night is POA night, so anyone that lives in the plantation that comes in that has their POA card gets a 10% discount off of their food. Thursday night, we've done a little special dining, and we change it up every Thursday. The first Thursday is a 2 for $30 menu. The second Thursday is Taco Thursday. The third Thursday is Fish Your Way Thursday. So we have fresh fish and you can pick your toppings and your preparation. And then the fourth Thursday, we're working on it, or we want to do a chilling grill, where it's actually an interactive with the chef. He comes out, he makes the dishes on the grill, he gives you the recipes and walks you through that. So that's in progress now. And then Friday night we have live music from 6:30 to 9:30 with a bunch of the local favorites, you know, Bobby Ryder, Sterling and Chevette, Louise and Levon, Acoustic Mayhem, and we just have a great time. And it's very family friendly.
That sounds like every day of the week.
We change. We just keep it going, so there's something for everybody.
And I'm glad to hear you do things with the kids, because obviously a lot of families are coming to the island, and so many of families live in Hilton Head Plantation, probably more so than any other plantation on the island. So for them to be able to come and do some reasonable meals, sounds great. $7 sounded great to me.
Yeah, they're really good.
Sandy, tell us a little bit about how LagerHead Tavern fits in the community, and besides some of the specials and these programs.
Well, we decided, you know, we really didn't want to just be your average tavern. We want to be the community go-to place. So if you're coming out on any one of those special nights with your families, or if you have a special occasion you want to celebrate, bring your kids up for birthday. We're tied in with the high school, so we'll be doing booths over at the high school for some of their home games, and we welcome all the boosters in, and we give a part of the portion from their sales back to the teams at the high school. Another community, we're working with the POA office now. So we have a big game coming up. We were talking about earlier the Steelers versus Dallas.
That's me, that's my team.
In November, and we're going to just blow it out and have a huge tailgate party here. So all of the neighborhood is invited. We're going to have a big blow-up screen outside. And eventually, as the weather cools off, we're going to do more family-oriented fun things and have jumping houses and games for the kids and have oyster roasts, and we just want to be the go-to place. So, you know, if Miss Brown is leaving her house going to Mrs. Jones and she goes, oh, I didn't bring a bottle of wine, they can just swing in here and pick it up because we have a retail license, so we can sell it out the door.
Great, great. Now, besides all these new things, there is an interesting past that LagerHead has. Why don't you tell us about that, about the stories, the history of the tavern?
Well, you know, pretty much we discussed that where they, you know, fell in with the LagerHead Turtle. It was an old members club, so it has changed quite a lot, and I never got to see it before the renovation. So people are, you know, coming in going, oh my God, this is so beautiful, it's so different. And the golf course really has a history where up on the 6th hole, which is our signature hole, you know, you could see the Port Royal Sound, where there was a lot of war ships out back in the day. So, you know, it's just a lot. Anywhere you go on this island, there's so much history.
Yeah, and I think that's what people don't realize is there's quite a history. So Sandy, thank you for sharing all that, and you all come out and visit the tavern here and stay right here. We'll be back for more 843 TV.